CBS LA Mornings starts with breaking news.
Well, now at 11, we are following breaking news. Firefighters have their hands full in Simi Valley battling the Sandy fire. The flames are still spreading. Welcome to CBS LA at 11 on Channel 2, simulcasting on KCAL 9 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Sheba Turk. CBS LA's Tina Patel is live with an update on the firefight. Let's get straight out to Tina with the latest. Hi, Tina.
Good morning, Sheba. Well, we're continuing to feel the wind gusts. They're getting a little bit stronger, but they're not stopping the air assault.
Today, the investigation continues after two suspects opened fire at the Islamic Center of San Diego, killing 3 people in a suspected hate crime. This is the 3 o'clock on the News 8. I'm Anna Laurel. This happened at the largest mosque in San Diego County, which is both a place of worship and a school. Now we're learning more information about what happened. Gunfire erupted at the mosque just before 11:45 yesterday morning. The shooters killed 3 men, including a security guard. The suspected gunmen were 17 and 18 years old.
Right now on Fox 43 News, election operation. Ballots are already being sorted as we move through primary election day.
We have over 1,500 people who are working at our polls.
A look at pre-canvassing efforts taking place in Lancaster County. Final pitch. Candidates for each of Pennsylvania's primaries are making their final pitches to voters, what they want people to know before casting their ballot. Plus, voter values. Many issues are on the minds of voters as they head to the polls.
The economy and the world in general, because I fear for my great-grandkids.
Which topics are top of mind for people here in South Central Pennsylvania? It is a hot and sunny primary election day across the region today. Folks dropping off their mail-in or absentee ballots here at this drop box in downtown York. And thanks for joining us for this Election Day edition of Fox 43 News. I'm Evan Forrester. Pre-canvassing underway in Lancaster County.
Today is primary election day in Pennsylvania, and one of the few contested state Senate races is in our region. Bailey Wojcik joins us to break down who's on the ballot in hopes of representing their party in November's election.
A former police officer in Cambria County is now being charged with rape of a minor over 5 years after the alleged incident. Coming up, I'll have more details and more on how authorities investigated the situation.
Temperatures have been soaring over the past few days, but a pattern change is on the way as a cold front sets to disrupt the pattern we've been dealing with. I'll show you exactly what we're tracking into tomorrow and tonight coming up in just a bit.
6 News, coverage you can count on, starts with breaking news.
We begin with breaking news out of Cambria County as we have another report of shots fired in the greater Johnstown area.
Our Emily Marinas is in Richland Township at the scene and has more on what we know so far. Emily?
Live, streaming, and on the ABC 3340 app. This is ABC 3340 News at 5.
And now at 5, from statewide offices to local elections, ABC 3340 is covering election 2026 from every angle. Our crew is live across the region with the latest developments as voters head to the polls.
Alabama's midterm primary elections. Live results. Complete team coverage. Your voice, your vote, your Wave 31.
And as we come on the air at 5 o'clock, 2 hours remain until the polls close for Alabama's primary election. And voters are choosing several statewide offices.
From your hometown news leader, this is News 4's Decision 2026.
Welcome to News 4 at 6. I'm Bayla Walker. In a couple of minutes, we're going to take you to the U.S. Senate race with a live report. But we begin with the Alabama House race in District 85. Republican Rick Ream is spending election night with supporters watching returns at Landmark Park in Dothan. Now,
live from downtown Macon, this is WGXA News at 5.
Good evening, Middle Georgia. I'm Gloria Ruth Finney. Thank you for watching WGXA News at 5. Well, it's election day in Georgia, and as the Peach State primaries look to set up this year's midterm general election, we're watching several races at the state level and here in Middle Georgia.
Time
ABC 36 News Now at 5:30.
Good evening and welcome in. I'm Doug High.
And I'm Jennifer Brown. Thank you for joining us for news at 5:30 on this election day.
The day is here. It's election night in the Bluegrass. We've got 30 minutes left. Many have already taken advantage of early voting over the weekend, and the polls will be closing at 6 p.m.
So if you have not voted yet, you still have time to do so.
Good evening again. I'm Steve Hensley. Welcome back in to WIMT election headquarters. We are following many races in Kentucky's primary election tonight, including the battle for U.S. Senate. WIMT's Phil Pendleton is standing by in Lexington, where one of the biggest names in the race is holding an election night party. Phil.
The Central Bank Center is where the Andy Barr campaign is hoping to have a victory celebration 2 weeks after President Donald Trump gave Barr his endorsement.
The polls are going to be closing at 6. That's 1 minute from now. Right now on WHAS 11 News, it's the Kentucky primary night the nation is watching. And we also know so is the White House tonight. We have team coverage tonight across the state with political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez at Andy Barr in Lexington, Conroy DeLuche watching Daniel Cameron in LaGrange, and Ian Hardwitt covering Democrat Charles Booker in the Portland neighborhood tonight. It is election coverage you can count on with the best political team tonight. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt on this exciting night. We're going to right back to our election coverage in a second, but take a look.
From WAKA Channel 8, this is Action 8 News.
Good evening to you. From Campaign 2026, it is primary day in Alabama. I'm Glenn Halbrooks. Glad to have you with us this evening. Action 8 News has coverage for you statewide and insight from political analyst Steve Flowers that you can only see right here on Action 8. It will be a great evening here tonight. Here is an overview of what's happening right now. Polls are open until 7 o'clock, so you've got an hour left to vote.
Good evening, I'm Megan Mannering.
And I'm Larry Smith. All evening long, we've been following the biggest races across the Commonwealth, and now the polls have officially closed for the day, meaning we will begin to see those results come in. So keep an eye on the bottom of your screen as those numbers begin to update.
Here to break down the field is LEX 18's political reporter, Carolina Buchek, joining us live in studio. Hey, Carolina.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, like you said, the Eastern time zone polls are closed in Kentucky. So this is the exciting part of the night because very soon we're going to have numbers up on our election board. And this is the really exciting part because
breaking right now at 6 o'clock, a massive police presence remains outside of Sandy Springs Park after reports of a possible armed suspect in military-style gear. Why police, SWAT team members, even the FBI are still searching the area more than 8 hours later.
And that comes as Georgians flock to the polls for the primary election. How that search impacted one location and the big races we are following for you tonight. We begin, though, with that breaking news out of Sandy Springs, where we have just learned in the last 10 minutes that a suspect is now in custody after police spent all day searching for that suspicious person near Morgan Falls Overlook Park in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, let's get
It's election night in Central Georgia, and as we come on the air, Georgia voters are making their choices in primary races that could shape the November ballot.
Polls are open until 7 o'clock, and we are watching key races from the top of the ticket.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for 41 NBC News at 6. I'm Tucker Sargent.
And I'm Monica Diaz-Meek. Our top story tonight at 6. Today's election day, and officials in Middle Georgia say they're preparing for results to begin coming in just hours after voting ends.
41 NBC's Tyreek Wynn explains what you need to know before polls close in about an hour.
It's election day here in the state of Georgia, and specifically here in Middle Georgia at this polling location.
Tonight, Georgia voters calling the shots.
Yeah, Georgia voted. I want to ensure that, my voice is heard.
Got to do it. Don't vote, don't complain.
Millions cast ballots in crowded primary races for Georgia's top offices.
Georgians will pick a new governor this election year.
Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, Attorney General, and U.S. Senate.
Every seat in the U.S. House.
Candidates pledging to secure your community, boost your budget, and root out corruption.
This country needs a lot of help.
Your votes now being counted. Election night starts right now.
And tonight, polls are closing across the Peach State. The 2026 midterm results from across Georgia are about to start pouring in. Good evening. I'm Rick Folbaum. It's election night, and we are bringing you live results all night long. And anyone standing in line prior to 7 o'clock will have the opportunity to cast a ballot tonight as we take a live look.
Primary election day here in Pennsylvania. There is still time to vote. We are breaking down some of the biggest races with our election night panel. Days before the big carnival in this community, word of some scammers looking to take advantage of the event. See what folks here discovered. And rescuing the symbol of America. More on the efforts of first responders to save a bald eagle. All coming up right now on Newswatch 16 at 7.
Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is Newswatch 16.
Good evening, I'm Scott Schaefer. The polls are open for another hour here on primary election day in Pennsylvania. Democrats and Republicans are choosing their nominees for the fall, and there are some big races to be decided tonight here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Newswatch 16's Adi Iyer begins our team coverage. He's live at a polling place in Luzerne County. Adi.
68, the Indiana primary with CBS News correspondent Walter Cronkite. The second part will be The Forgotten American with CBS News correspondent Joseph Benty. This evening's news hour is brought to you by GAF, the people who make cameras, film, projectors, copying machines, building supplies, chemicals, stereo viewers, and a lot more.
Good evening. Well, Senator Robert Kennedy has won the first primary test in his attempt to secure the Democratic nomination for the presidency. With some 38% of the ballots counted in Indiana's primary today, Senator Kennedy has 41% of the vote, 136,000 votes.
TOP News, Campaign 68, the District of Columbia primary. Now here is Julian Barber.
Well, as Robert Kennedy just said in Indianapolis, he views what he called his 2-to-1 victory in the District of Columbia as a bright spot.
Now, live, this is the News at 10 on NBC3.
Texas has a new program to help make sure 16-year-olds are ready to drive. It means getting a driver's license just got tougher. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm James Munoz. There are only 5 days left to the new year, and
there's only one, two. Casa TV Fox 2 with New Mexico's only primetime newscast 1 hour earlier. This is your news at 9.
Another mysterious package in Albuquerque, this one at a local business.
A look at the new season of American Idol and how you can take part.
And can popping a pill help alcoholics resist the urge to drink?
But first, tonight the nation's financial institutions are on high alert for possible terrorist activity.
Fox 2 News at 9 starts now, 1 hour earlier.
And first on Fox tonight.
The Capital Region's only 7 p.m. news. CBS 6 News starts now.
New at 7 tonight, Troy City leaders announcing a policy agreement on the controversial flock cameras. We break down those rules. A Moreau woman nearly scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars. How investigators say they thwarted those efforts and what they say you can do to prevent losing your money. Plus, with the war in Iran pushing prices up, new prediction-based data telling us how much extra a family of 5 should budget this summer. We dig into those numbers.
Welcome into the news at 9. It is primary day across our state. Our team is spread out across the Tennessee Valley and beyond. We have crews in Birmingham with the candidates running for governor, along with crews keeping an eye on those key races here in North Alabama.
You're watching North Alabama's news leader. This is News 19 at 9.
Thanks so much for joining us for the News at 9 on this election night. I'm Tamika Alexander.
I'm Ben Hoover. Let's get right to it. We got results coming in fast here tonight. The polls have been closed now for 2 hours, and we have projected winners in both the Republican and the Democrat race for governor here in Alabama. This is a look at the results. Doug Jones is your winner tonight. No runoff needed in this race.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Berks Edition, live at 10:30.
Well, even if the voter turnout for today's primary election didn't end up being so hot, it's safe to say the voters who did turn out were very hot. It was a sweltering election day here in Pennsylvania this time around. Of course, turnout is typically light for midterm elections, and this one seems to follow that trend.
Yeah, we stopped by polling places like the one in Reading and found no lines here. It was the same story at the Allentown Fairgrounds.
2 candidates, 1 sheriff's race, and a general election. Mobile County voters will make the final call, and that's just one of the races we've been tracking for you.
And a close race for Baldwin County Sheriff. A look at those results.
Quiet weather conditions tonight, warm and humid, but we will start to see some rain for the second part of the work week. We'll get into the details coming up.
Your primary election night results are in. I'm Lenny Slagan.
And I'm Cameron Taylor. We're following several state and local races.
Tonight, we have your team coverage. Our crew spread out across Mobile and Baldwin counties.
Live on your side, WBRC 6 News at 10 starts with breaking news.
It's primary election day in Alabama, and we have all the results of all the major races tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany Dio.
I'm Steve Crocker. The polls in most precincts closed 3 hours ago. Our team has the latest from events involving candidates around central Alabama. Of course, the major race.
Welcome into News 40 at 10. I'm Reese Furlow.
And I'm Tommy Modesto. And I gotta say, this feels a little weird for me, being up so late. You know, usually I'm a part of the morning crew here and, you know, doing News 40 at noon and whatnot. But I gotta say, it's nice to kind of be with everybody in the night crew, especially right here on Election Day.
That's right. And I'm surprised you must have had like 13 cups of coffee.
I actually don't drink coffee, and I'm running on fumes right now. So
it's because his Knicks beat my Cavaliers.
It's precisely. It's the energy I have left. So, but you know, it's a big night with election night.
Now on Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Pennsylvanians hitting the voting polls today, and the results are in. From local elections to the governor's race, how today's primary will dictate our state's political future.
Oh, well, we're going to be trapped.
Swiss Elm Park residents rely on Commercial Street and the Parkway to get out of their neighborhood. Tonight, their worries and the problems they're already dealing with ahead of the Parkway closure.
This case is now at a complete status, so we can be able to give you guys some updates.
Long-awaited answers months after a car plunged into the Monongahela River. Tonight, what Pennsylvania State Police say the driver was doing in the hours leading up to the deadly crash.
It's an impact day tomorrow. I'll let you know how long rain will be staying in the area and what you can expect for the holiday weekend forecast.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 11 starts now.
Good evening. It is primary election night here in Pennsylvania, and the results continue to come in. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Clark.
And I'm Kristen Powers. Voters across the Commonwealth went to the polls today, casting their ballot. Races taking shape at both the state and local levels.
Breaking right now on CBS News Philadelphia at 11. A South Philadelphia hospital goes dark. Patients are being evacuated right now from Jefferson Methodist Hospital. Now, this is all because of a power outage. Good evening to you, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown in for Yuki Washington tonight.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Severe weather season means dangerous storms can happen anytime, anywhere. And Severe Weather Team 2 has you covered like no one else.
Linda Stouffer, Wendy Corona, weekdays on Channel 2 Action News at 3.
It's your voice, your vote.
Live Team 2 coverage as results pour in.
The race to be Georgia's next governor.
I cannot be bought, and I will not back down.
That Hollywood production over there is nothing like the genuine article that you have right here.
We're with all the major candidates on all the big races.
From governor
to the U.S. Senate.
The Republicans are battling to face John Ossoff in November.
Thank you, Georgia.
It's been a wonderful experience, and I have no regrets whatsoever.
And the trouble facing some voters into the night.
I'm where people stood in line after dark to make their voices heard.
And why Georgia's largest county is waiting until after 11 p.m. to release any results.
Live Team 2 coverage right now on WSB Tonight.
And it is primary night in Georgia. So glad you're watching. I'm George Estevez.
Good evening. I'm Wendy Corona. And in just the last 30 minutes, several races were decided. And this is a big one. It's breaking news. Keisha Lance Bottoms escapes a runoff race. The Associated Press just called the Democratic primary for the former Atlanta mayor. You see the numbers there.
Live, local, trusted. This is WKYT News.
The results for the Kentucky primary are in. We're going over the two candidates who'll be facing off to be Lexington's next mayor.
Plus, Congressman Andy Barr receives the Senate GOP nomination. Charles Booker moves on as the Democratic nomination after a close race.
And we're hearing from Congressman Thomas Massey after he lost the Republican primary to the state's 4th congressional district. Thanks for joining us here on WKYT Mornings. We are live on air and streaming on WKYT Plus. I'm Victor Puente.
And I'm Kristen Kennedy. It's a little cooler this morning. Going to warm up pretty fast, though. And Alexa...